Yes, I. Welcome to Mark Reacts. Here's another memo video with some memos I've chosen to talk about. Maybe a little bit deeper than the last video I did with some memos, but we'll see how we get on. You know, everyone's, like I said, everyone can chip in. I like your opinion and stuff like that. So yeah, it's most important. You know, this channel's about interacting because we all feedback and look around. Everybody's your teacher. Well, it's true. You often look at things and see things and see the way people do things. And even on YouTube videos like this, see something you think, oh, okay. Anyway, so the first one on this one is be guided by spirit and not driven by ego. I mean, it's actually pretty true, isn't it, when you think about it? Although it's hard to do. Because a lot of us, we've all got egos, obviously, and we're all, in competition with each other for some ways, some ways or another, for things that go on in our daily lives. Whether it's driving in a car or someone over, or someone doing something, like you must react. But it's good to be guided by spirit in a lot of ways. I think spirituality is better than ego, but it's hard to do, to ignore someone for something or. And something that someone's trying to sort of goad you or whatever, it's not easy, but it is a good place to reach, to be guided by spirit and not by ego. A good way of life. I suppose some people reach it and and you're like, well, how did you let that go by? And why didn't you react to that? What's going on? And because I suppose they've reached the part of getting rid of most of their ego. It's something that's not easy to do, that a lot of us can't achieve, I suppose. But it's good to achieve, because we'll all have a much peaceful life. But that's my opinion. Let me know what yours is. But be guided by spirit, not driven by ego. Very good memo. So look at the next one. This is probably going down the same. What fascinates me is that hardly anyone is wondering what we're actually doing on this planet. Most accept the work, eat, entertainment, sleep cycle as life and have no desire for deeper understanding of our purpose in this universe. Yeah, I mean, you could probably get quite deep with this, I suppose, couldn't you? What we're here for. Everyone's got their, I'm sure you've got your opinions, We're not just here to, work, pay bills and die, eat, sleep, drink, and then go to. I think we're, my opinion is I think we're here to, to help the planet as well, and the planet helps us, and it's a two-way thing, isn't it? Rivers, trees growing fruits, etc., etc. Sun giving us light and all that, and I think, we're here to help that, and I think it's also just an experience that everyone's got their own different lifestyle, experiences of. So it's hard to really pinpoint one thing. I've seen many videos about what we're here for and all that stuff, and Nostradamus theories and the world's going to end and all that. But I don't know. I think we're here to help the earth, like the earth's helping us. We're part of it, and we're here for that reason, and to all have a good life and have memories and stuff like that. But probably goes deeper than that. With my understanding, so okay, let's not get too deep. Move on to the next one anyway. How indoctrination works. This person is ignorant. The teacher isn't aware. She too was taught a lie, and the teacher that taught her. Yeah, I think it's like the woman there is obviously teaching the kids what she's been taught, and she doesn't realise that whatever it was, I don't know, that she was taught is a lie, and these kids are obviously quite influential, so they believe it. I suppose it's all about, sometimes people see schools as indoctrination, so you question teachers because they're authority, so they're like, they tell you stuff, you believe it, or I suppose it's down to us as individuals as we get older to look into everything else that might pique our interest, and start thinking, well, hang on, history's not, or this is not, or banking, or whatever, and the world doesn't work the way we were taught it does on school, and to break out of that, Maybe you could probably watch some George Carlin videos if you want to. Anyway, that's just an idea. Anyway, so yeah, let's get on to the next memo. What's this one? Oh, here we go. Food has the power to heal us. The most potent tool we have to help prevent and treat many chronic diseases. Yeah, of course it is. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine thy food, isn't it? Like Hippocrates said that. So yeah, you have to eat your way back to health, isn't it? Most things that we've got now are caused by inflammation and poor food choices and stuff like that. And the way to get yourself back is to eat yourself back. And to do research though, there's plenty of sites out there that will tell you about food and stuff like that. There's a good website I think called Green Med Info that's got a lot of science-based information for natural foods and stuff like that. So, you know, wink wink, that's like a place you might want to go and look for some science, because there's so many people now that say, well, I wouldn't try that, there's no science behind it. Well, there is if you look there, or if you just look around in general, you know, you'll find a lot of stuff. But that's my opinion, so I'd like your opinion. Maybe you think I'm talking rubbish and all this. Then I want to know that as well. You know, it's like it's you know, it's a two-way thing. So of course it is. Let me know what you think anyway. And yeah, if you found this information useful, share it with someone. And enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and stay blessed. Look after yourselves. Take care.